So the funny thing about this game, playing this particular user, was that in his Gamer Saloon bio, he stated that he was quote unquote Mr. User Defense. And as you can see right here, basically in the whole fucking game, he stays on Kevin Love, Mozgov, or Thompson. And like I said before, there's no reason to play CPU defense unless you're switching or trying to bump someone out of position for a standing dunk play, because the on-ball man-to-man defense is pretty nice this year, and it feels very rewarding to stop someone when they're trying to bum rush or trying to go for a game winner with your own man-to-man on-ball defense. And I get it, sort of playing, off ball because it's money, you're playing with your own money, but it is a bit annoying knowing that your AI players just go completely stupid. And like I mentioned before in a previous video, I think a way to balance out or off CPU defense would be to increase the chances of making an open shot. So say if you work for an open shot versus a user who's playing man-to-man defense but is staying on the center the whole time and you get an open shot, you should have a better chance to hit that jumper. And I think overall it would lead to more of a competitive set or mindset, I guess, in the defensive player's head, because they would know that they would have to either play man-to-man defense with their own user or play some sort of zone defense. Now, I don't think you should be penalized for playing zone, but definitely off-ball man, because especially with the way the CPU defense is roided up this year, it is a bit frustrating, especially if you are a newer 2K player and don't know how to work basically the game yet. I mean, I've been playing this game for basically a little under 2 months, and I think I have a full grasp on how it works and what works, what doesn't work, and what's something you can exploit, what's something you can't exploit. So I have a generally good idea on how to play the game so far, and for me, man-to-man CPU defense isn't too much of a problem. If you guys go through my playlist, NBA 2K16 tips and tricks, you'll see plenty of videos that show you how to beat CPU defense. And the one way that's shown in this game is running actually one of my plays from my guide and also doing that spin on the perimeter. Now, that spin isn't as nasty as it used to be due to the patch, but it is still effective. And like I said before, it is totally dependent on how fast or how smooth your point guard spin animation is. Like, I was watching one of my good friends, 2KY's, play last night for Gamer Saloon, or on Gamer Saloon actually, and he was trying it with LeBron, and LeBron has one of the weirdest and slowest spin animations in the game. Now try it with someone like Chris Paul or Derrick Rose, or even Russell Westbrook, and you're probably, with those players, going to get past the CPU defense the majority of the time. Now, I know a lot of people in my sub box or my comment section are competitive players that play now, where they play for money or they play some competitive MyTeam. So just go through my NBA 2K16 tips and tricks playlist and you'll see plenty of videos on how to play this game this year. I've actually grown to like the game more now, I guess you could say. I'm not as big of an advocate for changing the shooting anymore, just because I think it's fine right now. Earlier on in the game, like when it first dropped, I thought it was bad, but now, since they've tweaked it a bit, I think it is okay, and it's not overpowered, but it's not just so bad that you're expecting to miss an open shot anyway, so why take it? So, because now, like, I'm going maybe 4 of 9, 5 of 11, 5 of 12 from 3 almost every game, so I'm shooting a pretty decent percentage. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I think with patch 4 last year, we've become, so accustomed to shooting 60, 75% from the field the majority of the time, at least for me anyway. Like, shooting a 40% or 50% from the field on patch 4 was considered a bad game. And I just watched Chris Smooth's video a few days ago. It's referenced to me from a friend, but basically what they were discussing was that should shooting be tweaked, and they all agreed no, because it's realistic now. It's not super unrealistic like patch 4, but it's not as bad as it was when 2K16 first dropped. And I think with this recent patch, the only thing they need to tone back up are the success rate of the standing lobs or lobs in general, just because, like for instance, I was playing a playoff game the other day and Alonzo G and Kyrie were on the break themselves, and I decided to get fancy instead of taking a layup with Kyrie, and Alonzo G just misses a wide open standing lob, or not standing lob, but a normal lob for the sake of it. Like, what the fuck is that? I mean, they gotta, if I lose a game on a lob being missed just because 2K thinks you should miss a few every game, I'm going to be so pissed, just so mad, and probably going to see a video from that if that does happen. But 52-53, I got a lockup right here. He takes a shot with Thompson, I believe, right here to make it 54-53. And I'm getting a bit nervous. I got to score somehow. I take the lane with D Rose, and thankfully he converts that layup right here. But I pretty much, not me, but the CPU forced a turnover right here, and that's going to be the game. So if you guys enjoyed the video and the gameplay, drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm out. Peace. Also, don't forget to check out the guide as well. Deuces.